going, guys? I know some of you are going to roll in here for a live stream. I know that tonight I can't, or tomorrow night I'm not going to be able to do my film review like usual because I'm away. And frankly, just between you guys and me, I'm kind of a little bit pissed off right now because I'm out here on the East Coast and freaking, my family for the holidays for Christmas Eve kind of scheduled a dinner, and I'm trying my best to kind of like wedge everything in. And to tell you the truth, man, we could drop some F-bombs if it happens. The first half, man, you watch, we got in there. Dante Johnson got the pick six. Niners are up 16-0. You think that you could just put their face, you could put your boot on their face and just step on the Jags and just fucking rock them away, in the words of Munson, my favorite UGA announcer, just step on their face with a hobnail boot and break their nose. And that's what I thought the Niners would do in this game, JC. I mean, I thought they had the game in control after the pick six. And what did you see coming home there in the first half?
Right. I mean, the Niners and the Jags, nobody really thought that the Niners were going to just come out like the way they did, to the Jacksonville Jaguars. I thought the Niners did a tremendous job early of kind of getting ahead, getting those early 16 points. I mean, it was pretty unfortunate of the Jacksonville Jaguars to kind of do that whole 2-point fluke.
That was bullshit because the guy jumped off sides and nobody reviewed that call. And then, the Solomon Thomas almost, fumble just killed. The Dante Johnson pass interference. Dante Johnson, I mean, he irritates me. And even though he had a pick six, I mean, that was mostly because Blake Bortles just gave it right to him, man. I mean, Jimmy G had an amazing end of quarter drive with Trent Taylor and Marquise getting some third down conversions. And then he threw a red zone interception. I mean, to fucking let Blake Bortles go down the field in a 2-minute situation like that is a special kind of bad. And now Solomon and Ruben are getting a little bit hurt. It is really irritating, and it's going to be a real testament to this team to see if they can overcome this mental hurdle, because they had the game, up 16-0. They let a blocked extra point go down, and Brian, it is just, it's beyond frustrating just how the Niners just can't just step up and put teams away. And now, you just let all these little crossing routes just kill you. Blake Bortles is a frustrating guy to watch, isn't he, JC? Because you think you can just hammer and tee off on the guy, and he just sneaks up on you and bites you,
Yeah, that's
it's a little bit annoying.
Yeah, that's the thing that I think that the Niners fans have to kind of keep in mind is that, this is the 49ers are going to finish probably picking top 10, right? I think that's obvious.
Yeah.
And the Jacksonville Jaguars are still they're going to be the 3 or 4 seed in the AFC playoff, and they're toe-to-toe with them at halftime. I mean, I know it's the 49ers are playing at home right now, but at the end of the day, the Niners going toe-to-toe with a really good Jacksonville Jaguar team. Blake Bortles is pretty much the only weakness of the Jaguars, other than maybe inexperience, but that's not something that you can kind of talk about now.
I don't know, do you have a light in the car?
Yeah, you can turn that on.
Yeah, this is going to be even better. So
hopefully
it's funny. It always gets dark when we do these live streams, but the Niners, it's just frustrating because you kind of just expect them to do more right now. With the like adding Garoppolo, you just honestly expect to win every game. And Niners are just, you look at Reuben Foster and DeForest and Solomon all playing so well, and
I like where the Niners are headed, though.
I agree, Brian. I thought it was a bad red zone interception. I mean, a lot of guys are saying that Kendrick Bourne was streaking open. He held on to it way too long. It's a devastating pick. If you get points there, it's 16-13. And then, I can't believe it, I thought that the Niners were going to get the football back at the end of the first half. And they just let Jacksonville go right down, and then every back shoulder throw, none of these corners can turn their head. If it's not thrown the Witherspoon side, I mean, it's so obvious that the Niners need secondary help in this draft. I think that they're going to have to get, either the Florida State guys. The Florida State guys still pretty good.
Derwin James is safety. A lot of people are hopping off his hype because Florida State hasn't done too well this season.
Right.
But at the end of the day, Derwin James is a special player. I've watched a lot of him, being from Florida. Watch a lot of Derwin James. He's a talented, really, he's a good head on his shoulders. He's a talented player with only room to kind of grow. So I would love Derwin James.
I think also, Minka is the guy I want.
Also, a quick thing that I guess note is,
sure.
You would think that John Lynch, being the safety, might want to hand pick his safety in the first round with James.
I think it could be fun, right? That's the good news about John Lynch. You trust in John Lynch and his ability. But I look at the second half, I think it's going to be an absolute dogfight. If they lose this game, it's one they're going to be kicking themselves for, because you got to put foot on the throttle and when you're up 16-0, I mean, the special teams error not calling that and T.D. Westbrook making nice plays. These Jags receivers, who gives a shit Allen Robinson is out. I mean, that guy Cole is very good. And T.D. Westbrook, I mean, I don't know if guys were scared of him because of his college, because the whole domestic violence thing at OU. But, I mean, he was clean for 2 years, I mean, compared to Joe Mixon's case. And I knew from the second Coughlin got him, this guy's going to be fantastic. And he really is a big-time player. D.D. Westbrook.
D.D. Westbrook. I was actually, I thought he was going to be a third-round draft pick. I didn't think he would fall all the way to the fifth. It was a nice, nice steal by the Jaguars.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's hit on the early games. A lot of, the Atlanta Falcons are a very confident fan base, and I'm good friends of Falcons Fury, and they're a very loud kind of in-your-face fan base. Would you agree with that? There's some fan bases that are, and Atlanta, it really seems to be. So when I said that the Saints would kill Atlanta, the Atlanta Falcons fans got pissed at me. But the Falcons, I mean, they just flat out got boat raced in the Big Easy by that Saints defense. I mean, this Saints team is so complete. Dennis Allen would be my assistant coach of the year. I mean, they are just fucking awesome. I mean, you look at Manti Te'o. How about the guy? I think AJ Klein's coming back. Cameron Jordan is playing at a defensive player of the year type clip right now. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's just playing awesome football right now. The Saints defense is so real.
They got a couple young guys out there. Marcus Williams in the at free safety, making some plays. Rookie out of Utah. You got Marshawn Lattimore, rookie out of Ohio State.
Rookie
making plays.
I think you got Crowley is pretty good. Ken Crowley.
Overall,
Kenny Vaccaro, Von Bell. Kenny Vaccaro has just been great for such a long time out of Texas.
Yes,
he's been such a hit. And I mean, then you have guys like Tyler Davison, guys like, Alex Okafor. Their D-line is just getting so damn good. And Sheldon
Rankins.
Bam, that's a Pro Bowl stud. That could be a Hall of Fame guy if he keeps at it from Louisville. Good call there. So finally, Dennis Allen putting it all together, though, with a killer draft. Kamara, Mickey Loomis making big-time plays all over the place. And then today, you saw the return of the 2015 quarterback draft class, I believe, or maybe it's 16. Jameis Winston 15. And Marcus Mariota in losing efforts. Jameis Winston today, JC, he was on point all day long. I mean, he balled the fuck out today, Jameis Winston.
He was definitely doing his thing out there today. Carolina, I thought they were going to come out and kind of stomp.
They didn't.
Stomp Tampa early.
They were lucky to win.
They were lucky to win. They won in the closing seconds of the game.
Right. They're going to go on the road, and they're going to play either the Rams or the Saints, and they're going to lose that game.
You think so? I got the Panthers going far in the playoffs.
Even though they almost lost today.
Yes, even though. I mean,
their defense is still shaky. Their defense is still shaky to me. I don't trust those cornerbacks to go far in the postseason at all.
I definitely hear you on that. I got Carolina, Minnesota.
Playing Todd Gurley, playing a Rams team that just won't lose. Really impressed. The Rams took the Titans' best shot today and still won. So I think the Rams can actually win a Super Bowl. And again, this is mostly a Niner Fiends channel right now with the way it's going. So I still trust the Rams. And in the early games, the Detroit Lions, I think that they are just so far away from being anything more of substantial value.
Yeah, they lost to the Cincinnati Bengals. Again, actually helps the Jets draft purposes with that Bengals win. Kind of slots us up a few spots. But the Detroit Lions, I think they just blew their chance of making the playoffs. Actually, I think they actually have a slight chance if they win and the Falcons lose and Dallas
something crazy happens.
Yeah,
No
crazy
way.
happens.
No way. Classic dud, Jim Caldwell dud. And yeah, I appreciate you guys stopping by. A lot of y'all are going to be watching the game. So unfortunately about this live stream, JC, it's going to be kind of irrelevant in like 2 hours, unfortunately, because like the game will happen, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you on that. Well, good luck to the Niners.
Yeah, good luck to the Niners, though, and I appreciate you guys hopping by, so thank you. Thanks, Brian, you're the best, man.
Thanks again.
Thanks again.